So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars in the second house in the sign of Capricorn for Sagittarius ascendant people. As in what happens when Mars is in the second house in the sign of Capricorn, where it rules the 5th house and the 12th house. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, check out the links here, astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Maghavedi Astrology Academy, where currently you will see my new course on wristwatch and wealth. This is something that I spoke about 7 years ago on YouTube. And so it is probably one of the most successful courses out there now. So anyway, Mars is in the second house, right? In Capricorn. Now, in Capricorn, Mars is exalted, right? But exalted simply means a planet receives power. Planet is receiving power. Whatever type of power, okay, it depends upon its karkavastha. So it's not good or bad. It's like who's getting the power? Mars. So you will see when this person is born, right as soon as they enter the home, there's naturally attainment of property, land. But within the family dynamics, there will also be conflicts. Conflicts would become active, especially connected with someone's profession within the family dynamics. The other thing that happens is because Mars is in the second house, okay, it is in the sign of Capricorn of Saturn, and it's in the original house of Venus. And what is the second house? Family, wealth, hoarding something, lineage, your ability to speak, collect things. So naturally, you will see, I don't know if you can hear the two commotions of my two puppies fighting, Rambo and Stewie. You see the omen. Hey, I'm recording. Knock it off, you guys. You see omens, pay attention to the omens. Two people will fight within the family, perhaps over property, perhaps over inheritance. But see, second house also determines, it's the Artha house of the way we make money. So naturally, this person, whatever the inclinations are and how they're going to make money, they're always going to have this desire to make money through Martian related things. Whether it's dealing with land, property, tax collecting, somebody who goes into auditing, somebody who wants to deal with type of technology, engineering, which is very valuable. Like, for example, these people will love collecting the latest gadget, the latest iPhone, the latest camera. They want to have, especially because it represents the vocal skills, they will want to have, I don't know, I feel like I'm doing this video in the 90s, which is like one would desire to buy the best stereo system because it's a machinery which is very Venusian in nature. Because it's the original house of Shukra, Venus. So anything they do with Mars, or anything they do with, Mars, they're going to want the best out of it. And the other thing, this person's rise of their status occurs after birth of children. This person becomes very involved in investments. For them, their accumulation comes from taking risk, but also very manageable, calculated risk, because it is in the sign of Saturn, which is a slow-moving planet. It shows that one is patient enough to wait to get the rewards of that risk. Also, especially in a man's chart, we see post-marriage spouse will deal with some form of either health issue, or usually they get, most of the time I've seen with Mars in the second, wife will get a C-section. The other thing, Mars is in the second house. As a teenager, you will deal with acne and pimples on your face. And some of those scars will be left over, especially on the nose. And this person with Mars in the second will also be quite adamant about talking about the secrets of the father. They can reveal the secrets of the father. On the other hand, as much as Mars is that risk taker, for this person, Mars loves to save money. Because not only this is the house of Shukra, which is Venus, but who's exalted in the second house originally? Moon. And whose sign it is in? Saturn. Saturn, who's very, what can you say? Miser. Saturn's a miser. Saturn is quite cheap. It wants to always be careful about how it spends money. So Mars is energy, right? Mars is that energy. The energy is now focused on the second house. They're always, the energy, entire energy of life is towards, how do I accumulate my money? How do I save money? That's where the entire energy goes for this individual. On the other hand, also, this would create conflicts within the, see, here's the thing. They're not going to create conflicts. They will marry somebody who would have dealt with major conflicts in the family, legal conflicts in the family. So it's not like they're coming and they're creating the conflict. No, you're attracting, especially a male's horoscope. They will attract the wife who will have conflicts in her particular life. Or if a female has this, they will attract a male native who would have gone through a major legal conflict within their family dynamics. And especially if in a female's horoscope, the arrival of the husband will be met through some form of either family functions, family parties, family gathering, or somehow it'll be known through the family dynamics of who this person is. And also, whether it's a male, whether it's a female, after the birth of the younger brother, money started becoming active. First, it was you who activated money, but then the younger brother's arrival will also activate that, especially knowing that Mars is producing a second brother or younger brother. Because there would be planetary combinations where you will not have a brother. You can actually see with a certain combination that mother would have dealt with a miscarriage before you were born, which was of a boy. So this is something that you will see easily. And especially Mars in the second house will also bring tremendous amount of strong, passionate sexual drive in a person. Why? It's very simple. Mars is exalted. That means the energy is high. But Mars, the first lord, is gone to visit Venus. It has gone to the house of Venus. And so the energy of Mars is now being controlled by Venus. So Venus is love. Venus is sensuality. Venus is negotiations. Venus is the bounding contracts, but it becomes very aggressive. Like Mars doesn't realize how Venus is trying to portray companionship and love. Mars is bringing its own Karkavasta into the second house and says, oh, it's actually more lust than love. That's what this person needs. So, okay, I'm going to give more lust. Because Mars is not able to understand negotiations. Mars just knows either you're standing in the front or I'm standing here. One of us are going to have to go. That's how Mars is. Two people won't be standing here after the battle. And remember, Mars has tremendous amount of pitta. It has tremendous amount of heat, and this is why you will see a person even deals with quite a bit of skin issues, not just on the face, but there would be some dynamic where throughout life one can deal with certain skin issues depending upon the planet or sign. Well, we know it's in Capricorn, but you will see, especially when other planets come in, it could provide skin issues on the shoulder, chest, back area, and of course face. And this is why you will see sometimes young people in their teenage years go without any acne, nothing, look great. And some people just are filled with acne. And that's the connection of Mars. The other thing, these people, when it comes, and this is why in the dynamics of marriage or in the dynamics of partnership, this person will be very straightforward, very direct with their voice. No matter even if they're saying something normal, it comes out as a bitter attack. And also Mars in the second makes a person love to eat spicy food. You might be a vegetarian, but you want some kind of a spice and tanginess within your food. And you want hot food. Warm and hot food is something that just makes you feel comforted. And especially you will see more than actually, remember when I was saying something about the revealing the secrets of the father, it's actually not this person, it's their younger brother. If the younger brother will do that. And younger brother will be the type of person who loves to stay home. They're always in home. They're always hanging out with the mother. And the other thing, younger brother will also be causing some conflicts in the marriage. Even if it's a good person, somehow they'll say something. Somehow their action they want it to, the result one way. But their action gives a completely different result where now, whether it's your sister or brother, they get into conflict with their own marriage. So this is the dynamic of this Mars that plays out. Now, will this person, because remember, Mars is a 12th lord, right? Sits in the second. Does this mean their income is going to come through far off places? Not necessarily. You have to see the other planetary alignments, to see, especially the moon's condition, if person's going to go to foreign lands or not. Okay, and also you will see Mars in the second house, a person will usually have either thick eyebrows or may have eyebrows with a cut towards the end. Natural cut. Now, if there's Ketu, they'll usually go to a barber and say, make a cut in my eyebrow. And with Mars in the second, usually they make too many dumb mistakes with money before the age of 28. Actually, between 28 and 30, they'll make some major blunder with money. And after that, they learn their lesson, and that's when they can flourish. So you want to be careful not to make dumb financial mistakes, especially Mars is a significator of what? Debt. This person may confuse debt with having assets and money. Now, I know what you're going to say. A lot of rich people make money through debts and this and that. Yeah, it sounds very cool on, YouTube videos and financial gurus. But those are very rare people who are able to understand that dynamics of making money through debts. Most people just sink into debt with this. Okay. And also with Mars in the second house, you usually you will see you're going to live in homes. Like, especially now, I'm not going to say this more for the US, but more with Eastern countries, Eastern Hemisphere countries, there'll be a lot of birds. Or there will be a electrical grid right near your home. Either electrical grid or major electrical pole will be there nearby. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the second house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. So you don't miss a tap of video. So if you want to know everything about your chart, all the consultations, check out CuriousAstrology.com, including the new wristwatch course. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.